Welcome back to podcast number 4. We're brought here Eric Cowan, never frowning when talking to Cowan.
Smile's my best feature.
There you go. Smile's his best feature. I don't know. So, let's get right into this, Eric. You said you had some things you wanted to talk about. You were preparing all night. Let me hear some of them.
I was just going to talk about high school, like how it was for me and you back in high school, because, we're just so genetically gifted.
Oh, yes,
and we look amazing right now, but, you got to talk about what our high school life was like, before all of this.
True. But before we get into that, I think we should talk about something we were talking about before, about the race coming up. We got into it a little bit yesterday with Ramos talking about the race, talking about the rules. May 7th is when it shows up. Everyone be there. Panther Park. If you're not there, it's because you're square. It's because you're also not around. Miss Kuyu taught me that.
Miss Kuyu.
So, we're going to show up. We're going to try to get as many people as there as possible. I think we're going to do it throughout the day. I'm trying to do all the times. Maybe I'll have my buddy Ray behind the camera.
Who's going to lose?
Oh, no.
Gonna lose. Or maybe I'll have Eric timing some of the races with me. But one thing about the races, everyone's trying to hop in, all those guys, all those skinny guys trying to hop in. Now they're like, hey man, the Colt's doing a race? Let me get in that. It's like, yeah dude, you can get it in right as soon as you want, but you need some bigger arms.
Yeah, all these guys are so intimidated by the 225 bench press competition. They don't want to get involved in that. But now that we're running, they're like, oh, let me hop in. It's like, no, you got to be involved in both. You can't just do one.
When it was 225, they were all like, everybody's like, oh yeah, I'll watch. Now everybody's like, now it's like time to run. Everybody's like, oh, maybe I'll get in there. Maybe I can make my way in the Colt.
Running is something anybody can do.
Yeah, most people can run. If you can't run, you either...
I don't know. I know some people that probably can't.
If you can't run, you probably have an issue with your legs or something.
It seems easier than benching 225.
It does.
It is much easier, You teach a kid to walk usually. You don't teach a child to bench.
I don't know. I got taught to bench pretty early.
Yeah,
I don't want to brag or anything.
When I was a kid, how other kids would usually crawl? It was the weirdest thing. I would do push-ups. It was right off. My parents told me my first time standing up was a squat, and it was great form. They said I took a broom, I put it on my back, and I just started squatting the broom. They were like, they've had 5 kids, and they never saw a kid like that. And I was like, you know what? Different breed.
Joe was bench pressing before he could walk.
Yeah, no, I learned how to bench. I learned how to fucking do some hang cleans before I walked, I knew walking was going to be easy, so I just did all that shit first.
My dad, when I was younger, I was 9. I don't want to make it a sob story. It's not really a sob story, but I got picked on a lot when I was younger by all my friends just because I was the bigger one out of everybody. Exactly, but see, I'm getting to that.
Still an idiot. No, I'm just continue.
But so I'd go home, I'd complain about it to my parents. My dad was like, you want to show them up? Just make sure in the summertime when you take your shirt off, you look better than they do.
Oh shit!
I was like, you know what, Dad?
Oh my god!
You're right.
That's a good fucking response.
So something? I worked out every single day. I couldn't I would just go in my rooms, do so many push-ups. Okay. My dad had me doing sit-ups, pull-ups, all these different things. Eventually got me into weights, and I kind of fell off the consistency as I got into high school.
It's a sin.
It is a sin, but when I did work out, I went hard though. I was never lacking when I was in the weight room.
That's good to hear. Yeah. You were 9. You said when this happened, and you were looking better with your shirt off to your friends. How good could a 9-year-old possibly look?
I look pretty good at 9.
Did you?
I don't know.
Picture?
Do you have a picture? Probably not. Do you have a six-pack? If I look through a modeling catalog of
All right, listen, maybe
the Kids Gap.
Maybe when my dad told me that, it was more close to 6th grade.
Okay. Okay, being 9 and.
But at 9 too though. That's when he had me start working out. But when he said that to me, I was probably in 6th grade.
That reminds me very much of a story about when I was in 1st grade. I got pneumonia. Not good. And I started losing all this weight. I got real sick for a little while, and it was yo, this is a big deal. And then the people were the doctors were hey, he's lost a lot of weight. we gotta put him on steroids so he gets bigger. Like so, and you know, for like I don't
Obviously the
know,
best
6 years old, obviously the best option. I think they put me on. I don't know what it was, but some sort of like steroid or something to help me. And you know, I just like, let me tell you something. I was fucking hungry. Like I ate all the fucking time when I was on that. Like so, like I would eat 2 like big bagels like that as like a 6-year-old, just like as a snack, and I got real fat. And you know what? You know, I hated being fat because I had my brother Mike Tonti, who you may know, some of you at home may know, may be listening. He used to always call me fat. And he actually used to call me Jif, like the peanut butter, for Joey is fat. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know how tough that
Pretty
is?
clever though.
Yeah, it was very.
I mean, not for you, but like
No,
for him, that's pretty clever.
And he was 6 years older than me, so I didn't know how to come back, like how to have a comeback, because you know, I'm like 6, he's 12. He's like Jif, Joey is fat, and I was like, fuck. I'm like just trying to figure out those letters and what order they go in. I'm like, damn it, he's right. You know, so I kind of get it. You know, you were picked on by everyone.
It's just because we're bigger guys, you know.
Well, now we are. Now
but even
we are.
at that time, I was bigger than everyone in my grade, so you
Yeah.
know, I was just always the one, you know, the goofy big guy that got picked on. In high school, I got called Lenny.
Lenny.
From Mice and Men, all throughout high school.
I think that fits you very well.
Stop it.
No, I think that's like a good joke. You know, whoever came up with that, good job. I think that's funny. I'm gonna continue.
I
calling
hate you, Jada. I hope you watch this one day.
Jada.
She's the one that came up with
Mice and
it.
Men.
That sucks.
Then everybody started calling me that afterwards.
That's actually so funny. Lenny. You know, for those who haven't read, Lenny is from Mice and Men, the big guy that got I don't want to spoil it, but wasn't the smartest.
He's pretty dumb.
Kind of
The biggest, strongest, and dumbest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, unlike Eric.
But you know, he was very nice to people.
Very
Which I
nice.
He
also
was
am.
very nice.
He loved rabbits.
He
That's
did
what.
love the rabbits.
He liked tending them too.
He loved it. You know, that's bring me back to high school when I just had to. I don't think I read that book, to be honest. I think I may have watched the movie.
I don't think I really read any book in high school.
No, because reading books is fucking lame. No, that's complete
I'd
bullshit.
fall asleep.
That's complete bullshit. Reading is awesome. Make sure everybody reads. Reading
Keeps you smart.
keeps you smart. I always like my buddy Ray over here talking to me about. I'm sure some of you may have heard of it. Game of Thrones. I don't know if any of you are familiar. But-
Such a good show.
I mean, all they do is talk about how good the show is, but all I can do is just like talk about how great the book is. You know, like I can't put it down. Like every single time they talk about like the book, I mean the show, I just like want to get home and dig into my book and read the next page and figure out what's going on.
But dude, how big is this book though?
Oh, dude,
It's 9 seasons.
You know, I know it's multiple books.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
multiple.
I would like. I'm just that type of guy that reads. You know, like I don't really think like watching TV and doing that type of stuff is what I'm all about. More of a reader.
Nah, man, I need
Just
pictures.
fucking kidding. I'm a
I need
lifter.
I need pictures.
I need pictures and weights. Let's fucking go.
Like, yo, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid's gas. Diary of a Wimpy Kid's straight gas.
I have every single book.
You know what?
Cheese touch.
I have them all. You know, they've been making more. You know, I've been wanting to get into them and see what's been going on with, what's his name, Greg?
Greg, yeah.
I wanted to see what's going on. Anyone know what's going on with Greg, let me know. But I've been trying to figure out what's going on with Greg because he's still in middle school. You know,
Somehow.
I've been reading that since I was in middle school, and now I am 20. I'm a sophomore in college, going to be a junior, and Greg's still in middle school.
He just loves it so much,
Dude,
man.
I don't know where he lives.
He doesn't grow up.
He doesn't grow up, you know?
I don't know how. He just gets picked on all the time. I don't know why you'd want to stay there.
There's a small part in that book where he's getting picked on, and like he's joining the wrestling team, and his dad was like, I remember this from the movie specifically. His dad was like, "Yeah, you wanna like if you wanna get big, we could just like get the weights, get the protein going, and it'll be quick." And Greg's all like, "Let's go, Dad! I'm in it." And he was like, "Yeah, it'll just take like maybe 2-3 months." Greg goes, 2-3 months. 2-3 months, and he gave up. And he gave up. After that, I never wanted to watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid again. They should have called it Diary of a Bitchy Kid, because when it came to lifting the weights, he was running away.
2 to 3 months is like when you actually start to see results.
Oh,
like
yeah.
big results.
2-3 months is when your beginner gains really start to come in, because like before that, your body is just like a sponge, you know. It just soft, weak, very easy to take control of, but then you start filling it up, maybe put some water in there, aka the weights, the protein, the creatine, and then all of a sudden you start noticing all these different changes happening. You start getting bigger, stronger, faster, and then all of a sudden you run a cult. And shit starts changing,
And then you're better than everybody else.
Then you got a group of people that you're around, and all you care about is being the best, and that's what's awesome.
Lifting becomes an addiction.
It
When you
is,
see
right?
results, you just want to keep going.
Good enough is death for greatness. I think that's the quote. It was something along those lines.
I've always believed good enough is not good enough. Because if someone tells you it's like, oh, like you're working out and it's like, oh, how was that workout? I was like, nah, it was good enough. It's like, oh, good enough.
If you're not dead on the floor after your workout, you didn't work hard enough.
I had a coach.
I puked today.
Eric did puke today.
Yeah, you were just like, oh god.
We were hitting some squats today, some front squats. And the tough thing about front squats is, it's so much worse than regular squats. I'm not gonna lie, we were talking about this today. When you front squat, I don't know if it's just me and Eric, but whenever you front squat, you have to just, I'm rated R, you have to shit so much more than you do when you regularly squat. Like when you do like a big heavy squat like on your back, dude, I could be hanging out doing that all day. When I'm front squatting, bro, I'm looking around for the toilet paper and shit. Like I gotta be close to the bathroom,
Yeah, it's the worst. Like you gotta think about multiple things at that moment.
Yeah,
you know,
like
gotta think about the weight. Gotta think about you having to shit. Where's the toilet paper at?
Like why did I wear white pants? Like I screwed this all up. My day, like now then I realized then I fall down. I didn't even realize because I was too worried about shitting myself. Now I'm on the ground. Someone has to pick the weight up off me. It's a whole big mess.
But yet we still continue to do it.
Continue to fucking do it. That's what it's all about. Front squat's also insane for the quads. Big quad workout,
Gets you a lot faster.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing that I wanted to focus on more this year for football. Because I worked on back squats mainly. And my hamstrings and my ass were fucking jacked as fuck. As usual.
Yeah.
But then
First thing I noticed.
Yeah, thank you. And then I was like, let me start changing it up. Let me do my quads. I started working on quads a little bit. My core started feeling better. So that's definitely a workout I would give a shot,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What's it called? With quads, they really help with sprinting and running.
Yes, yeah.
It's like one of the best muscles to actually sprint and run with. I've been working them out more because I'm going against.
Yeah, because like you look at sprinters, in the Olympics and stuff. Quads are huge.
Well, yeah, think about it. You're like pushing forward, like with your shin. So you're actually using that muscle to push yourself forward. You're really not using your hamstrings as much.
Yeah, no.
But
it's like you look at long distance guys and they're more
endurance.
Yeah, that's all endurance.
That's so
all
like
endurance.
we were talking about before. Like if I were to run a 40-yard dash, that would probably be my best option. If we ran like 60, I would be gassed at 50 or like 40. I'd be like, oh god, that's where a lot of people probably would pass me.
You meant what?
Oh no, what were you gonna say?
No, I want to hear it. I can keep on.
I ran the 400 in track one time my freshman year. I was
Full sprint?
Yeah, I was a little. I mean, I tried to pace myself.
400's
one lap around. Yes.
Only one?
Yeah, just one. But I was a smaller guy at that time. I was like 165, 170, in there. So I was more of a runner, but I never ran the 400.
Sorry.
So my coach just one day he was like, "Yo, get in there, run this." I was like, "All right." I get it. I'm almost at the finish line. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
That's probably.
Like I was like, "Coach, I'm never doing this again."
I would get halfway around. I would be like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like that's like we did that for conditioning for baseball. We had to sprint a whole lap. I would get halfway around. I'd be like, I can't. I can't finish that.
It's too much.
It's so much distance and so much power you're putting it for. It's crazy.
The farthest I think I could go, keeping it full speed the whole time is maybe a 200.
I was thinking like 100 yards.
200. 200 is just the whole
half of it.
Yeah,
that's fucking hard.
Yeah,
man.
I could probably just do
it's
that.
still pretty hard, but it's a lot better than the 400.
I could probably do like 100 yards, and I'd just be like, oh my god.
Listen,
100 yards is great.
Fucking hate running. I think this stems from wrestling season, because I think I've mentioned him before. Coach Caduto, shout out. He is just like such such a fucking animal when it comes to coaching. Like, I've learned a lot from him. But before practices would start, we would always do, we'd always run our mile. We gotta run the mile,
Of course.
And I hated it. I hated that mile so much. And, like, I remember, like, he would start lowering the times, and it only affected me. Like, it would be like, we first started out, like, first couple weeks, we did it for 8 minutes. I'd probably finish it in, like, 7 minutes, 50 seconds. And then, like, the two bigger guys, the two heavyweights, I'm 220. They're like, it doesn't matter if they don't make it because they're so fat. It doesn't even matter. And all the other guys are making it under 6 minutes, like 6 minutes. Jeez. And then they're like, all right, we're going to lower it down to like 7:40. I'm like, okay. Fucking, there we go again. Those guys finish under 6 minutes. I'm barely making it 7:40. And he just keeps lowering it. It's only affecting me. And I hated it so much that I used to like think about it in my sleep, about having to run the mile before practice, because we wouldn't just like run the mile and be like, we're done. It's like we go run the mile, and then we go inside, and then we go do our fucking we do our sprints down back, and then hands and knees down back, bear crawls down back, and then we go build up to doing it 3 times, like down back, down back, down back. We go, and then we do that 3 times, and we build back down, and that's right after run the mile. It was just terrible.
The mile probably sucks even more during wrestling season because it's so cold outside.
No, we would run it inside.
Oh, you run it inside?
We'd run it in the square. I used to walk around the hallway and walk past where we'd have to run the mile. Ooh, ooh.
Did you see it? Oh boy.
We used to have to walk. We used to have to walk where I'd run past the mile, and like I would have like a hard time like I would be like, I remember freshman year when it was like the biggest time, like I really struggled to like get past it. I was like look at the box, and like, I have to run past that today 9 times. And then I would go, my brother has videos of me like talking in my sleep freshman year, just being like, no, I don't want to run. No, I don't want to do stance and motion. It was so bad.
I want you guys to make a guess.
Okay.
What do you think the world record of 1 mile is timed?
3 minutes and 25 seconds.
That's, whoa. 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Damn, I was fucking close.
That's really fast.
That's really fast. That's like, I could probably...
3:43 is freaking crazy.
I think the most I ever got was like 7 minutes in like 8th grade.
I got like
slow
6-7
fuck.
minutes.
I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, but I did it in 7 minutes. I think I've done it in 6 minutes and 50 seconds one time. That was my best. I
I tried to get the 5. It's just like, oh my god, it's just so hard.
So fun.
Track practice, we had to run the mile every day.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You know Julius, right? My
Yeah,
friend?
Julius.
Yeah.
Shout out Julius. Better be watching.
Yeah, he's gonna be part of the cult next year. Watch.
Amen.
He's a big track guy. You know, he's a sprinter, and he
seems
also
like-
does
he seems
long
like a
distance.
sprinter.
But like he's pretty good in both. He's just an overall good runner. And we do the mile every day. You know, I'd stick with him for like the first lap, and all of a sudden it's just phew, phew, phew. He's passing me just over and over and over again. I'm like, where, like, dude, how are you
The
doing?
Captain America passing every
Like,
time.
it didn't even look like he was running hard either. He's just like,
He's
just strolling. I'm like, trying to keep up with him.
I hated those people because, like, I hate those fucking people. Like, when we were wrestling, this kid Jack Schultz was just like, he would just like try to outwork everybody, and like it wasn't like he tried. He was very successful. Like, so like he would pass me like 4 times, and like I'd be like finishing like my lap, like 5th lap, and he's already done, and I would just like want to kill him, because it was like we had to do 9 laps, and I would look at him and be like, I hate you.
No, I get it.
Look at you rest, and look at me. I despise my life, and I would just like, then I would just like go through practice and go home and hate myself for wrestling, but it taught me toughness.
But you know, at the same time, we're so much bigger than these guys.
Yeah, no.
And
like,
still doing it. Maybe not as fast.
A lot of weight to
but,
push
like,
forward.
It is a lot of weight, man.
we say bigger, stronger, faster. We're not bigger, stronger, more endurance than you. Because fuck that. Fuck endurance. No, we need endurance, but fuck long distance endurance. That shit sucks. That gets you skinny. That's how you get skinny.
Football this year, and in the springtime, like, our endurance was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
You noticed that too, right?
Coming right into football, right off the quarantine for a couple months, we really noticed who's been working and who wasn't. I don't want to say any names, but some of you listening weren't working quite well. And then, I think no matter who was working, everybody was just dying when we got on that fucking field. After like, I went 3 plays, I'm going balls to the walls. These 3 plays, the next play, I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I got my hands on my hips, trying to talk about it. I'm like, oh my god. I hope we get this either a touchdown or just 3 and out. I am just so tired. Like,
Where's that defense at?
Where is the defense? And the defense would go out there. They'd go
They're
out
gassed too.
They're gassed as fuck too. They're like, get the offense. It was just like 2 just fat teams competing. Just competing to stay out there less.
That's literally
You guys are
what?
competing against offense and defense.
Dude, that's literally what our entire spring season was like. We're competing against each other.
Like, the other team was tired too. Like, it wasn't just like we were trying to like beat them to score a touchdown. We're like, we're gonna get off the field as fast as we can by scoring on you because we are dying.
Tired.
And we're like, I am so. And we were running a lot of quick plays too. I don't know why we were doing that so much, but probably shouldn't say that just in case any of our competitors are watching.
They can't stop us anyway.
They can't stop us anyways. Doesn't even fucking matter.
I'll tell them to play.
I'll tell them to play, and then I'll do it. One time I hit a kid with this. We were playing against a school called Willie P. The defensive end wasn't the best defensive end I've ever seen in my life.
With the weirdest,
It's actually William
with the weirdest
Patterson.
shoulder
The
pads.
weird-
Wait. It's actually William Patterson.
William Patterson.
My grandpa will say something about that.
Sorry. Yeah, maybe he's listening to this, the DN. But they also have the ugliest shoulder pads ever. Like, they were normal, but it looked like their pads were just like so tight that their shoulder pads would be covering their ears like this. And I was like, bro, you guys literally look so fucking dumb.
Dude, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like right here. This is what their shoulder
Where's
pads
he
look
go?
like.
Oh, we got props.
Almost
We
stepped
do
on
have
my
props.
foot, dude.
We got props.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
All right, let's go, guys.
I was up on the parking deck and I noticed their shoulder pads are kind of weird. They look
Yeah.
big.
They were
Yeah,
huge.
it wasn't
They look big.
I don't understand.
not a great look for not a great look.
That's like how I looked my freshman year of high school.
Yeah, dude. They look like a bunch of bot. Like, you ever play like a video game and it's like, oh, let me put a bot on so I can play against bots.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. That's how they. I don't want to say it's how they played because they played their ass off, but they did dress like that. I mean, they might have played like that, but they definitely played there. They definitely dressed like bots.
But they gave us a lot tougher time this year than they did last year.
Yeah,
though.
they just, they had 3. That's what teams like that do. Teams that just come out, and they just want to fucking play fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, they may not play well, but they play fucking hard.
It's because they know like they lose to us a lot.
Yeah, I mean, some of them might get a hold of this footage, show to their team, try to get them hyped up. Do it. We're fucking ready. I want you to be hyped up. I want the best version, because that's what the Colt's all about. I don't want to beat somebody when they're at their worst. I want to beat somebody when they're at their best.
Exactly.
More satisfaction.
More satisfaction. It's like, you know what? Even when you're at your best, I'm better than you.
And it just makes it more fun too. Like you don't want to go against shitty kids.
No, you don't want to go. You go against shitty kids. It's kind of just like,
It's not. Yeah.
yeah, like in anything, like.
Like I even feel like I do worse when I go against shitty kids. I'm not as into
It
it.
makes me lazy. It makes me lazy because it's just like, wow, I don't even need to try that hard against this shitty person. And that's how it is in all things. That's why I like the Colt. Colt got a lot of good guys. I don't let anybody in. If I see somebody take their shirt off and I gag, not getting in. We have a lot of rules.
Listen, that's the one thing that you really taught me from working out. It was just consistency. Like my dad always tried to drill it into my head, and I'd be like, all right, Dad, I'd be consistent for 2 months or something. Then I kind of fall off a little bit. But I've worked out every single day since I've been at Montclair with you.
When it comes to people working out, that's the thing that annoys me about it is because they don't really stay consistent, and it's like, don't bother doing it then.
Yeah.
Because it's just the one, if you go, let's just say, oh, I worked out 5-6 times this month. It's like, why the fuck would you even bother doing it then?
There's no
It's
point.
like, who do you think you are? You're just gonna turn it fucking on whenever you feel like?
There's some kids that can do that.
No, there are
I'll
some
give 'em props.
freaks. There are some fucking freaks like that. But for the vast majority of the regular people out there,
It doesn't happen that way.
no, it doesn't happen. There are a lot of freaks out there. I don't want to. Yeah, there are a lot of freaks out there that just never pick up a weight and just are jacked as fuck. And you just look at them and you're like, what is wrong with you? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the grill not showing? Dumbass.
Oh wait, gotta show off the flag too.
Show off the flag. John F. is our great president. He was the one of the presidents. I don't know which one, but he was.
Ray would know.
Ray
Which
would
one
know.
was
Do
it?
you
I
know?
actually don't.
Ray doesn't know. We're out.
Fuck. God damn it, turn it off, figure it out.
All right, so we got another guest coming on next week. We got Donato. He's a great guy to have on. You know, he's gonna tell us a lot. He's gonna tell us some R-rated stuff about
35th.
supplements. So get ready.
Fifth president, alright.
35th president.
35th.
Get ready, because Donato's gonna teach us some R-rated stuff, some stuff that, you know, now that he's retired, he can come out and say. So I'm very excited to hear what he's got to tell us. You know, that's gonna be another good podcast.
I'm excited to listen to that one.
You know, you and him used to have a lot of beef in practice. Mind tell us about that?
I wouldn't really say beef.
Yeah, just like, you know, beef.
It was just fun, you know, because, like, he would always just talk shit.
Mhm.
I wish I talk shit more. I don't. Like, I just use that shit talking to fuel me.
Mm.
But, like, one thing I would do is, like, you know, because I would line up at the wide receiver spot and he'd be covering me. And I'd get up there and I'd just start smiling at him. He's just, like, trying to look away from me. Like, he doesn't want to look at me at that point.
He'll talk shit and you'll
That's all I do. I just
that's
smile.
that's your response.
Dude, that's all. I just
Your big smile.
smile.
That's
at him.
literally been your response to every single situation you've ever been put in.
Eric's like, kill him with kindness.
And not even just smile. Like, it's not even like Eric doesn't, like, when Eric gets in a situation he doesn't know what to say, he just like,
Like that party.
it's like a big party. Yeah, one time we went to a party and we were playing.
That's all you do is smile at him.
Eric was playing with some girl, like some random girl on.
I was just playing with some girl.
Yeah, playing with her. Nah, we were playing protein cup pong.
Yeah.
And he scores the last protein cup, and the girl does, and she looks at him and she goes, "I think that's a dub." And she like looks at Eric for a response, and Eric just kind of just like. And like just smiles, doesn't say anything. I was just like, what the fuck?
I would be like, rematch now.
Play me again.
Full anger. I flipped the table.
No, it was a bad night for Pong. For me, for that night. You know,
Bad night?
protein Pong. Yeah,
Protein
it was,
pong.
It was a bad
I
night.
didn't do that bad.
I mean, I won like 1 or 2 games. Every other game, though, him and Maltini were just destroying
Oh,
me.
Maltini first podcast, kid with the big arms. Now
no.
getting better. But you know, yeah, Maltini's a good guy to. He's a good guy. Like when I'm around him, I just get fired up. Just because I don't know. It's like I put him down. Sometimes he tries to put me down. You know, it's hard to put the guy on top down. But like,
Nah, man, listen, whenever you two get into an argument and I'm there, one of you always ends up coming at me for something.
yeah.
Usually it's him coming at me, and then then that just gives you a reason to come at him. because
It's
he's
just
coming
Mike
at
and
me.
Joe just arguing. They just turn and look at you.
They just look at me and they're like, Eric,
It's Eric's turn.
you're stupid. I'm like, oh. I'm
You-
just sitting.
I would
I would never.
call you stupid because we're friends.
Don't ever think that.
And we're in a cult together, and we aren't mean to other cult members, right?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
That's the cult shake, by the way.
Right there. Gotta have the flex in there.
Gotta get the flex. Check your own bicep. We learned that from Predator with fucking
Great movie.
Great movie.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Apollo
right now.
Creed and Arnold. They had a little, you know. Me and Ramos said that yesterday. Arguably, me and Ramos's arms were bigger than Apollo and Arnold.
Definitely.
I mean, a lot of people were looking at that like that's the thing. Like Ray had to take that picture.
I was shaking to my feet.
Dude, you were looking good in that black tank top, man.
Yeah, Ray had to stand outside to take that picture because me and Ramos just took up so much fucking room, and we just stayed in here. And Ray was outside like a mile away. It was like Spatucci taking his video. Yeah.
It's a pretty strong
For
camera.
Ramos being like the size that he is, you know, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big. No, he is a very big
Yeah,
guy.
he is.
Yesterday we talked. He puts up a lot. He works hard. You know, we watched yesterday's podcast. He used to be.
Yeah.
He said he used to be scrawny. Now he's not.
Not scrawny.
What do you think? Do you think you could beat Durham in a Durham? You think you could beat Durham in a tug of war?
Probably not.
I
I wouldn't give him that much yet. You know,
I'd
he's
fuck
getting
up Durham in a tug of war.
Oh yeah.
Come
definitely.
at me, Durham. Fucking keep going. I keep trying to start beefs with everybody, man.
Yo, me and Durham are on like a different level with each other now.
Why is that?
Because that one night when Rooney had too much protein, and
what
you know,
happened?
Rooney couldn't really. I don't know if you guys know Darren Rooney.
He hit
great
legs
guy.
really hard.
He did hit legs really hard
So
to
he
the point
couldn't
where
walk.
he couldn't walk.
You know.
So me and Durham had to help him out a little bit. We carried him a very far distance, extremely far.
Yeah, okay. Rooney's no small guy. Rooney's
No,
like
he's
210.
250. I thought he was 215.
215, 210. Yeah, he's fucking big.
Big guy.
Where'd you walk him? Or where'd you...
You know, you don't get a fucking. Where are all the cars? In the middle of the road.
And then-
Why would I go anywhere else to hitchhike?
Then I go up to him like, Joe, you gotta get out of the road, man. He's like, I just want to win. That's it. I just want to win, and you guys can't help me.
Yeah, I mean, was I wrong? Did you guys help me win? No.
We were trying to.
All you did was come up to me and yell at me and hurt my feelings and make me want to cry.
Hey, I would never do that. From one cult member to. No, you did this to
There's
me
a lot of
before.
touching
No,
in this
listen.
This is a weird episode.
There's a lot of
No.
touching in this episode.
We're very good friends.
We're the best friends. No, I probably shouldn't say that. Somebody's gonna be like,
probably not.
someone's gonna look at the camera and be like, sus! I don't want to get, yeah, Durham will do that. I don't wanna get
That's
into it.
so sus.
You're so sus. I don't
Stop
hear
being
that.
I
dramatic.
want to slap people that say that.
No, that's actually funny as fuck when people say that.
I'm sorry.
Just not about me. You know, I'll join right on, but when it's about me, I'll start like tearing up and shit, crying. I don't want my feelings being hurt. Because that's what we care about now in this century, feelings. So we're gonna keep our feelings unhurt. Or whatever.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Get rid of bullying. Bring back steroids.
No, we need to bring back bullying.
We
Honestly.
need to bring back bullying. There's too many, like, you know, when I see these people walking around the gym, dude, I had a conversation today with the guy at the gym. I go, hey, go up to the guy, I'm like, hey man, I have a colt. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, bro, I got a colt.
It's everybody's response. What?
I was like, and I'm gonna bring a lot more people in here, but I need to know that I'm not getting kicked out. He's like, well, you're kind of like in hot water right now about your mask. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Or-
everybody was
like,
watching
no one-
today.
Everyone was watching me today when I was walking around. Like, there's this fucking woman that works at Crunch. I don't care if she watches because she won't, but if she does, just know I'm coming for you. Just kidding. No.
Someone else give you a problem today?
No, I got no problem, but I just can't stop getting fucking
He's
watched.
talking about the woman behind the desk.
Yeah, like every time I work out now, it's like
She
I
like
got these-
short?
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
short one, just the regular one, like the
With
regular
the glasses?
size. Yeah.
She came up to me. She was like, "Where have you been in the last year?" And it was like down to my nose, and I was just like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, like I would love to break her fucking nose. You know? Like, if she came up to me and she was like, "Hey, where have you been the last year? Your nose is out." I'm like, "Oh, my nose is out," and then I'd fucking cock back, and before she even knew what was happening, I'd break her nose, and I'd be like,
I'd
"Sorry."
probably do the same
Be
thing.
like, "Your nose is out."
I wish,
it's
dude.
bleeding.
I fucking wish, man. We got too many. There's too many rules right now. Too many cops going around. You can't just beat the shit out of people anymore.
You can't.
You
Like, you
can't.
get in trouble way too easily.
Now you get in trouble for everything, dude. You
There's
get
cameras everywhere.
cameras everywhere. Everything's
like-
fucked. This camera right here.
So, like, if anyone like tries to like, if anyone like tries to start a problem with me, like, I don't even bother. I'm just like, I'm not getting in trouble for something
Yeah,
so
it's like
stupid.
there's no point. Like,
It's not the '80s anymore.
yeah. If anyone tries to come up and fight you, it's like, who do you think I am? I'm in the UFC or some shit. Like, we're just gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just gonna be like, oh yeah, we fought and then we went home. I won or you won and it's over. Now it's just like, oh, we fought, lawsuit. I fucking.
In court.
Lawsuit.
Oh, we're gonna go to court now because I threw 4 punches and missed 3 of them and landed 1 on your shoulder. You know, and it's like, that's not the world I like living in. I feel like we're living in a soft world. And you know what? It's up to the cult to make it hard again.
That's why we need to bring back bullying.
We need to.
We have to be the ones to
I
do
don't know
it.
if that's what we
No,
should be.
Joe, that is the answer.
I don't know if that's what we should be like.
I wish I had my shirt with me.
Yeah, I wish I had a shirt that said "Bring back bullying."
Wolves don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep.
Amen.
Remember that.
Lane, let's go. Remember that, camera, and everyone listening. You know, because Eric said it.
I said
And
it.
if Eric says it, write it down.
Write it down.
Shit's a fact.
Amen.
Yeah, no, these people at the gym. But I'm looking at the guy, and he's talking to me, and I'm like, dude, I bring a lot of people here, and like I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, yeah, the people that I like talk to here, like, don't look like shit. You know, like
True.
that's the weird thing for these commercial fucking gyms. Is these commercial gyms, they don't want people that work out. These commercial
Like
gyms
Planet Fitness?
want, yeah, just even Crunch, dude. Even Crunch, like these commercial gyms are for commercial people. You know, people that are just regular any old, you'd see that guy and be like, oh, I don't know if he works out or not. It's like, you'd be like, yeah, I lost fucking 20 pounds. It's like, I don't give a fuck how much weight you lost because you still look like shit, but just 20 pounds less like shit.
Dude, the one day when I was, the one day last week when I was working out with Ray, I see one of the workers, like, recording the one guy that you talked to, like, struggling with 135 on incline, right? So I'm like, is this what you're gonna put on
Like,
your Instagram?
This is what you like, because it's all about, like, no judgment, no intimidation, being nice to each other.
It's like,
and
we
that's,
never get
when people get in there, when people stay in their comfort zone, they don't get better. That's the fucking problem. Because when someone's staying in there saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it makes me feel good. This makes me feel good. I'm gonna do this. You don't get better from feeling good. You get better from struggling. Everyone who struggles comes out at the end better. And that's what I love about this cult. We struggle.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Pain is
In
weakness.
order to get the stuff you want, you gotta go through the stuff that you don't want to do.
Exactly. You have to fail. Like, I hate when people come up to me and they're like talking like, yeah, always with excuses, man. Like, I just don't got time. It's like, you don't got fucking time. It's like, you don't got fucking time. What do? We go to the same college. We're in the same classes. And you don't have fucking time?
What I love is like there's certain workouts that we do where like, oh bro, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Then it's like we put our headphones right back on, we go right back under that bar and we
Yeah.
do it.
Because it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. Like, that's the thing that people get this too much in their head. This is what I think. People get too much in their head that it's like, oh, I should do what I want. What I want is important. When in reality, what people want doesn't fucking matter at all. Like, doesn't fucking matter in the slightest bit. Because what you want is usually going to be the easiest thing. Especially now, because we live in a fucking microwave society. We want everything coming out quick, quick, quick. We don't want we don't want to work and take its time. But that's how you get good. That's how you master
Put it
your
in
craft.
the oven, man.
You gotta put it in the oven. You gotta
Fuck the microwave.
Salt bay that shit on. Put that shit in the get it out of the microwave. Put that shit in the oven. Put it in the oven. That's when things start going.
Exactly.
That's when things start cooking. That's what
Shit starts heating up.
shit starts heating up. Like if I were to go to the weight room, bust out some steroids. Take this. Get some big arms. It's a microwave. Sometimes you gotta take the oven.
And I mean, when guys are on steroids, they still have to work hard.
No,
but
you
it's
do need to work hard. Don't get me wrong. I don't need any roid heads coming after me and trying to kill me. So yes, you work hard.
You guys give an immaculate amount of effort. But listen,
But it's easier for you.
it is. It is.
You took the easy.
Like,
It's
dude,
getting a lot
if
bigger.
we were on steroids,
We would look nuts.
I would run away.
That'd be awesome, But the health, we're
It's not
gonna
good
talk.
for- it's
We're
not
gonna,
good for your
we're
health.
actually
We
gonna
are gonna
talk to
talk
somebody
about
next week or whenever. Yeah, we'll save that conversation for then.
it's like
we don't really know.
it's
what
like
we're talking about.
one of my little sister's friends' dads. Though he came up to me one day when he came to pick up his daughter, and he just comes up to me and starts. Like, he's like, yo, you want this, you want this, you want this, starts naming all these different types of steroids. And I'm like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, bro,
I drink a lot of milk.
who are you? Get away. Why are you next talking to me while I'm trying to pee in the stall? Eric tells him.
It was so funny, though, because, like, yeah, I've always gotten that. I'm sure you've gotten that, too. Dude, what steroids are you on?
I remember
Bro,
being going from like 150 to like 180 over like the span of like a year, and people like going around like in high school. That was the big rumor. Tanti's on steroids. Tanti's on steroids. It's like, no, the fuck, I'm not. If I was on steroids, I would look way fucking better.
Yeah.
If I was on steroids, I look amazing. I look like, I didn't look like shit, but I didn't look like I was.
look amazing.
I didn't look like I was fucking rippling with veins or anything. I was just like I was like a bigger guy.
Sophomore year of high school, people accused of me of using steroids.
Well, that was much more reasonable.
Have they seen your picture?
When Ray,
I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm
I'm gonna pull it up.
sophomore year, when Ray was
a lifting maniac.
lifting absolute freak. I don't even know. You were just made of creatine, made of like protein. It was just ridiculous. Is that it?
Yeah.
Show it to the camera.
Yeah, show it to the camera.
See if we can get it to focus.
That motivates me right there. Seeing that picture motivates
So
me.
focus.
Yeah, I gotta focus it.
Eric, get out of it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's okay. But yeah.
Wait.
They could see it kind of. It's
Yeah, that's
blurry.
fucking fine. They'll see it one day. Maybe we'll post it on the gram one day. We'll just say it's like a recent picture. But yeah, yeah, dude, I could totally get why people said you were on steroids in that time. Because like no one.
I treat it as a compliment.
Yeah, no, it is a compliment. It's like you're on steroids, especially when you know you're not. It's like.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, really?
Yeah, it's always a good feeling. Everybody, that's everybody's thing. They like to throw around the term steroids like, right away when they see somebody like, oh, that guy's stronger than me, steroids. Oh, that guy looks better than me, steroids.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's it. That's what they say every single time. It's like, nah, bro, just pick up a weight.
Because people like
Do
to
something.
people like to make excuses for
Drink
themselves.
some milk.
Yeah, drink all the milk.
Yeah, drink milk. I think drinking milk is the most important thing you can do. Ever.
Just don't be like me and drink out of the gallon. That's going too
Oh
far.
my god.
It's going a little too far.
If you want to talk about the worst type of person, let me tell you what the worst type of person does. They drink the family gallon of milk from the gallon. One time I go over to Eric's, he's like, "Hey man, you want a cup of milk?" I go, "Yeah, sure." He takes the milk and he just, this is what he does, he tapes it. He's smiling the whole time. We're gonna have milk. And he sticks his fucking tongue in it. And he goes, and he looks at me with like milk falling down his cheeks. He's like, "I love milk." And I'm like, dude, I don't even want the fucking milk anymore. You ruined it. Not just for me, for your family. He goes, "Bro, you don't do that at home?" What?
No, but it's okay. I had another gallon for you, though.
He pulled out another gallon, but I know, like, that's the thing, because I go to Eric's house all the time. Whenever I'd go there, he would always offer me milk, and he wouldn't do it in front of me, but I knew that I was still drinking the same milk that he tongued down, because he did it with every milk, and he would be like, yeah, I was like, dude, don't you know you have, like, siblings that also probably want to drink that? They go, he's like, nah, bro, they don't even drink it. It's like, yeah, I don't fucking blame them. Look what you're doing to it.
It's like I never thought about that before. I was like, oh, they're my family. They don't care.
Dude.
But like now I realize like if I saw like anyone else in my family doing that, I'd be like, that's kind of gross.
Yeah,
I don't know
dude.
if I want that.
You really know your milks too.
Yeah, you know your milks. Eric's a good milk guy.
I gave him a glass of milk and he sipped it. He was like, "Is this 2%?" And I was just like, "How do you know?" He's like, "I just know my
Oh, I
milk."
know my milk. It's like what a talent.
It is a talent. I say it's a talent.
It is a talent. I don't know what you. I don't. You should put that on your resume. Like applying for a job.
You'll get a job everywhere.
Watch out, this guy, future bug man. Let me tell you that
The
much.
milk tester.
He's gonna be the bug man, and eventually we're gonna go to his house and we're gonna call it the hive, because he's gonna get a job. Eric is gonna be the Terminator of bugs.
I'm gonna be protecting civilians everywhere
Yeah.
from bugs.
Yeah, real. Thank God we got guys who do that.
You got me to protect you. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. That's a pretty cool job, killing bugs.
Kill all the ants in my house.
Yeah,
I got you, man.
I'm gonna start setting up. I'm gonna come to your. I had a plan one time when I was like a freshman, like, cause this girl was supposed to have this party at the time, and I was like, yo, we should actually destroy her house. And like, I just had all these plans. I was like, dude, the party's like in a month. I'm just not gonna cut my hair until the party comes, and I'm gonna cut all my hair there, and then I'm gonna go to like PetSmart, buy a bunch of crickets and like cockroaches that you'd feed like to one of the animals there, and I just leave them everywhere. Just put fish all over, just like weird shit that'd be like, why would you even do this?
I don't even understand some of the things you come up with sometimes.
You know?
It's like I would never think to do something like
It's
that.
just me and the voices in my head, like Randy Orton. Just me and the voices in my head talking all day.
Now the craziest thing I've seen you do at parties is just stealing things. And
I don't steal anything. I've
You're
never
right.
taken anything
You're
in my
right.
life.
Yeah, what am I
at a party.
talking about?
But if I did, what happened? But if I were to,
Oh no!
It's
If
very-
you were, I don't understand how people wouldn't see you, because you're just so big.
Yeah.
But you're very sneaky for how big
dude,
you are.
Nah, I'm not sneaky. I'm very straight up, and I don't do that stuff. What he's saying is completely false. Fact check him. Get the fact checkers out. All right.
Yeah, man. I think this 40-yard dash is gonna go pretty good.
I think it's gonna go well.
It's gonna be so fun.
We talked to Cam today. Cam's a great guy. Talked to him a little bit. His calves just like, I saw his calves before I saw him, and then I was like, definitely Cam. And then he's going to be a guy to watch out for. Nico Harach, fast as fuck. He's coming on the podcast soon.
Okay.
Shout out Nico. Yeah, we're going to get his opinion on where he thinks he's going to be at. We're going to get, another guy, obviously Clarence, one of the fastest guys in the competition.
Dude, I think he's definitely going to win it.
No, because I will. But he's not, I got to talk to Clarence a little more, because if he's going to come in and win it, he's got to have some bigger arms or something,
But, he has been in the weight room.
I do agree. He has in the weight room,
been.
so he might come and see me and beat the shit out of me for saying all that, because he's been working out. Because I have seen him working. I've seen some posts and shit, so keep it up. Keep up the work,
It's Justin Jefferson right there.
Justin, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No, who's Justin Jefferson?
He's a wide receiver for the Vikings.
Oh.
He went to LSU. Really good wide receiver.
Oh.
That's who I compare Clarence to.
Yeah, I'd go as far to compare myself to like Randy Moss or something. But yeah, I guess that's really it. That was we'll shorten it down a little bit. I'm kind of tuckered out from yesterday's long
I'm
episode.
tuckered out from today.
Yeah, no, we fucking.
I threw up.
He threw up,
And then I continued working out.
That's how we fucking work. That's how the cult works, baby. Come on, baby. Get ready for the next episode. 40-yard dash coming up. Join us next week when we're on here with Donato. Let's go. Bring it here. Ugh.